Hey guys, it's Catherine Geraldo here. Thank you so much for coming and joining me in this webinar. Today, I'm going to be discussing how you can make money blogging, and I'm also going to share my number one way of how you can turn your blog into a profitable online business. And this is a follow up to the previous webinar that I hosted on what not to do as a blogger. And I showed you guys, my trajectory of blogging and all the previous blogs I've had, and just showed you kind of like the hot mess that I had when I first started. So this is a follow up to that. I did mention I wanted to do a webinar on how to monetize. So this is going to be all about that. I'm going to share with you the most popular ways to monetize a blog. I'm going to share with you my suggestions and also share with you which ways I think are best for you, especially starting out, or maybe if you haven't reached that level of success that you've been wanting. Okay, so let me just make sure everything is good for you guys. Because I will be sharing my screen. Well, anyway, let me just give you a little bit of background if you are not familiar with me. Again, my name is Catherine Geraldo, and I'm a business owner. I'm an entrepreneur. I've always been entrepreneurial. I've always been driven to start my own business, to be my own boss. I started my own online business in 2010 and blogging in 2011. So basically, ever since I graduated college, I've always been searching for creative ways to make a living without feeling tied down to a job. Um, and so blogging I found was one of the best ways for me to do that because it was also a creative outlet for me since I love to I love to write, but more than that, I love to share, especially when it comes to resources. So I work with entrepreneurs looking to create online businesses, successful online businesses, and or incorporate a web presence with their traditional brick and mortar business. And my specialty is blogging. So that's what I love. That's the outlet that I love to teach people to use in order to create an online business for themselves. It's very easy. Please do not feel intimidated if you feel that you're not a writer or you don't know how to share. There are many ways to do it. So, you know, just be open to listening and learning. And especially if you're looking for something for yourself, maybe you're trying to break away from a job and, you want to start your own business. So, okay, before we get started, just a few things. First, just in case you might hear any background noise, there's some construction going on next door. So just an FYI. As well, I am going to try to keep this under an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold for questions to the end. So if you'd like to just type in your questions as we go along, or what I'm going to do is I'll probably just wait till the end. So for to address questions. I think I'll do that. I'll just wait till the end to address questions, or we'll see how it goes. But either way, there's a chat box, should be on your right-hand side. So feel free as we go along if you want to ask anything, and I'll try to see if I, pop in there and look. So let me just share my screen with you. And also I'm going to be mostly sharing my screen this time around. So you will not be seeing my lovely face too much, but you'll get a little bit. So okay, let me share my screen with you. Let me just make sure I don't have anything weird popping up. Okay. Entire screen. Here we go. Present to everyone. Okay. Great. So yes, you guys are seeing my screen. So here I have a little bit of an agenda for us as far as what we're going to be discussing. So these are the ways that you can monetize a blog. Okay. I listed them in order from lowest payout to highest payout. This means that starting with Google AdSense is what I consider to be the lowest payout. So this is where you're going to make the lowest amount starting out. And then my number one way is the highest payout, which I will show you towards the end. I want to surprise you. No, but it's not that big of a deal. But I'm going to go through all of the options. I'm going to also share with you what my suggested combination for success is for you. Okay, I've tried all of these. I'm going to share with you everything that I've tried, everything I've done. And yeah, so let's get started with Google AdSense. So Google AdSense is a product of Google, obviously. It's free to set up a Google account if you don't have one. So you do need a Google account. And basically, this is the page for Google AdSense. So you can, this is the website, or you can just Google AdSense. How it works is Google AdSense is just another way for companies to advertise their products and services. Okay. So I'm sure you guys have seen ads when you do Google searches, or if you have a Gmail, sometimes you'll see ads pop up in like your promotions tab. So let me just give you an example. So I did a Google search here just to show you guys, and it's for blogging. So as you can see, you'll always get ads from Google Ads on the right side. So they'll be indicated by this little yellow box that says ads. So it's usually on the right side, and also you'll get it towards the top. Okay, so these are all Google ads. So every time you do a search, you'll see ads pop up. So that's how companies will pay Google to advertise for them. Okay, so the way that you as a blogger make money is you tell Google, hey, I have space available on my website for ads. So what you do is, and I'll show you examples of Google ads. This is one of my blogs that I still update. And this is more on weight loss and fitness and things like that. So these are examples of Google ads. I have them on the sides. So they vary in sizes and shapes. So they might be long, they might be actually right down here. Yeah, they might be vertical, they might be horizontal, square. So they have different shapes for you that you can use and play around with. You can choose where you want your ads to be displayed on your website. You can choose the sizes. You can choose if you want if you want visuals and links, or if you just want, like for example here, it's just like text and stuff. So the way that, I don't want to get too technical with things, but basically, I don't know if you notice, like whenever you do a search, search engines, what they do is they like to keep track. They kind of stalk you, and they keep track on like what you're searching on, what you're looking up. So every time you look up something, then the ads, and just for your reference, the ads are fluid, in that they're always changing. They alternate, so it's not just this particular ad. So what I was doing is, for example, I was searching glasses. I want to get new glasses. Warby Parker is one of the companies that I consider for my glasses. So since I was doing a search, I was on their website, then smart Google decided, oh, let me, Warby Parker is one of the companies I work with. They have an ad, so I'm going to blast that ad on the little block here that she's visiting. So search engines, they try to just custom tailor your consumer experience, and that's how they'll do that. Those are ways that they'll do that. So they have targeted ads according to your search preferences, what sites you're visiting, things like that. So they basically try to identify who you are, and so the way they do that usually is depending on your activity online. So that's why I say they're fluid, because they alternate. Basically, they're just trying to maximize success as far as people clicking on these ads. Which brings me to the point of how you get paid. So once you decide, okay, I want to be part of Google AdSense, you join, you sign up for it. Just an FYI, you do need you need to have content on your blog, so you need to have posts. I would say at least a minimum of 5 posts before you apply to have Google AdSense on your blog. And again, it is a free service. You can, once you decide you want to do that, and then you can, once you get approved and everything's fine, then you say, okay, well, what size ads do I want? And so they'll tell you, these are the sizes we have. So you can say, okay, well, this might fit here, this might fit there. And you can pick and choose where on your blog, so as you see, you have different Google ads here. So you can decide where you're on your blog you want it to show up. So you can only customize the size of the block. You can customize the whether you want a visual ad or text or both. You can customize where you want it to be displayed on your website. Excuse me. And you can also choose to say, for example, I don't want certain categories showing up on my blog for ads. So maybe you don't want any um, business related ads, or you don't want any or like not business related, maybe you don't want any like ads on gambling or politics or cigarettes. So you can tell Google, I don't want these type of ads showing up on my website, which is, is something you should have a right to do, because obviously, you want ads to be in alignment with your blog, your brand. So that's as far as you can do with customization. You can't really pick and choose what type of ads to be displayed. All you can say is, or even how the ad looks. The only thing you can do is say, these are the type of ads I do not want to show up on my blog. Okay. Um, when you do sign up, or if you do elect to look into Google AdSense, I highly suggest reading the terms. Okay. And this goes with every single program that you decide to sign up with. You want to make sure that the terms that you comply, because Google, for example, has very strict terms as far as what do's and don'ts for ads. So one of the biggest things, just for your reference, that's a big no-no when it comes to advertising is telling people to to click on links and telling people to click on the ads. That's a big no-no, because basically they just want people to naturally, want to click on these ads and want the product. They don't want to feel like they don't want people to be compelled or forced in any way. So you want to be very clear before you sign up to any programs what the terms are, so you won't run the risk of like messing up. And then like Google does not play. They will ban you from ever using AdSense again if you mess up. So just be very clear before you decide to sign up. In my opinion, again, let me just go back to the right here, the payout. It's the lowest payout. Google pays you according to the volume of clicks per ad. So they're not paying you per click. They're just it's highly traffic driven. So you need a high amount of traffic or high amount of people that are consistently visiting your blog and consistently clicking on these links in order for you to make the kind of money you want to make from blogging. So in my opinion, Google AdSense is pocket change for starters. Like for if you just started blogging, or if you've been blogging for a little bit but you haven't really made money, maybe you just haven't found the right niche or whatever the case is. If you're not getting the traffic and you don't have the volume of people, then you're not going to have the volume of people clicking on these links. Okay, because think about it. Not everybody clicks on the ads. Not everybody clicks on links. So you yourself might be looking at a website and not clicking things. So just because I feel like it's highly driven by the amount of people that are visiting your website, I do not recommend it to start. If you do decide like I want to incorporate Google AdSense eventually, then I would recommend doing it once you're like more established as a blogger. You have more traffic coming to your website consistently. Then I think you might be more successful at getting making some more money. So the other thing I want to say is if you choose to go with Google AdSense at any point, there's no contract. So it's like you can decide if you don't want to have any ads on your website, you can just delete the code, because all they do is just give you a code that you incorporate in your website, and according to like how you want to display it and where. So you can just remove the code and that's it. There's no obligation to continue with anything. Okay. So now we're going to move on to an option called pay-per-click, or PPC. This is just a general term that I'm using. Again, I want to keep things very simple. I don't want to overcomplicate your life with so much technical details. So just for a general term, we're going to say pay-per-click. And these types of programs are where you get a little bit of a higher payout per someone clicking on an ad. And it's similar to Google AdSense in that it's a way for you to incorporate ads on your website. And basically you're just getting paid when people are clicking to these ads. Now, the difference a little bit, I guess, with PPC programs are that they're a little bit more creative as far as displaying ads. And I'll give you an example. So with going back to the AdSense, they're pretty standard blocks. They have text and they have visuals, but you can tell that they're ads. You know what I mean? Like some people may be compelled to click on an ad because they may be interested, but for the most part, I think, in my opinion, people are generally turned off by ads. So for the most part, I don't think they're compelled to click, for whatever reason, especially if they're not interested. Let me just move this over here. But with PPC programs, they tend to be a little bit more creative. So one of the let me just put this over here. Sorry, one of the companies that I've used for these types of programs is let me move this over here. Sorry guys, I just want to keep it organized. One of the companies that I've used for PPC programs is Infolinks. And I've actually had more success with Infolinks than with AdSense. So Infolinks is a way for, it's just another way for companies to pay for advertising. And they're kind of like the middleman where they collect the ads and information from the companies, and they distribute it to the people who sign up, who have space on their websites that they're willing to set aside for ads. So you see these terms here. So the advertiser is the company looking to promote their services and products, and the publisher is you, as a person that has space for rent on your website. So Infolinks is another free service. You can sign up for free. You can submit your website to be reviewed. They are a little stricter as far as approving websites. You have to have a more content. I would say like, in terms of numbers, then I would say a minimum of maybe 10 posts. Then you can go ahead and apply and submit your website, because they will let you know whether your website is approved or denied. So I think you have a better chance the more content you have. And let me just show you examples. So this was the first blog that I showed you guys in my first tutorial. And so please do not go by this as a reference for how to create your blog. I shared again in my first tutorial, which you can find on my website. This was kind of like, this was my first blog, my first experiment, and I pretty much bombarded my readers with all kinds of ads, which is not the way to do things. So Infolinks, let me just, because this is the only website I have Infolinks on. Infolinks does things like, for example, they underline, they have different things you can do, different options. So these are the ones that I've chosen for this particular website. They have where they highlight keywords and they underline. So when you hover, they have ads pop up. Okay. So they go by the keywords on the website. Another thing they do is, let me just scroll to the bottom. So they have this type of ad where it's kind of scrolls up and down. Let me should scroll down, but yeah, there you go. So it's kind of like a pop-up, but not as intrusive. And then they have this down here, which is a related tag cloud. And so they go by the related tags either according to what's on the blog, so the content, or they go according to your search preferences. Because again, advertisers and all these companies are just trying to give you guys the best experience as far as searching for things. Okay, so they're just basically trying to make it easier for you. Like, okay, well, you're looking to lose weight, so we have some suggestions for you. Okay, so these are the ways that Infolinks. Some of the ways. They have other things as well. They have a bunch of variety, but as you can see, it's a little bit more creative rather than just blocks of ads. Okay. So if you're considering this type of program like this, then this is one of the websites that I would recommend, and I've used it and I've had better success than Google AdSense with. However, again, let me go back to my list. This is one of those that's still in the lower payout categories, so I would not recommend it to start with. Again, I'm just giving you guys the suggestions, and you're going to play around with whatever you think is best. But I'm letting you know, just from my experience, if to start out with, this would not be the way to go. Okay, because again, it's driven by traffic. So you need people coming to your website and actually clicking on these links and stuff. So if in the beginning you have no traffic, then you're not going to get people clicking anywhere. So let's move that over. And let me just take a little sip of coffee. Hold on a second. Oh, and by the way, happy Thanksgiving, or belated Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrated it this past week or these past few days. I don't even know what day it is. I am definitely experiencing a food coma, so bear with me. Okay, so affiliate links. This is actually my preferred method for beginners. And you do not just have to be a beginner, but if you're gonna, when you're first starting out, you want to monetize your blog, then affiliate links is the way to go. It's a higher payout than Google AdSense and pay-per-click. Um, so an affiliate is a person who is selling and or promoting a product or service on behalf of another company. And we see this a lot with companies like that you've heard of, Avon, Mary Kay, Beachbody. So these are companies that you are not an employee of, but you are promoting their services and their brands. And you are creating a stream of income because you're receiving commission based on sales or based on promotions. So that's what an affiliate is. It's just another term for like a brand ambassador, or, they have so many terms. But it's just a person that's kind of like pushing a product or service um, that they have themselves used and they themselves like believe in, and they are making a commission out of. Now, I say that you should um, have used this product, and you should love this product in order for you to be, selling it or promoting it. Because I mean, I just think it just goes back to your integrity and honesty. And so if you're telling people, yeah, this product is great, but you never used it, then, you're just lying. And I don't know, I think it will just come off and people will read it, and they'll know when you're lying. So let me move this over. So let me just give you some suggestions of affiliate programs. So I mentioned some for you. Those type that I mentioned, the Beachbody, Avon, Mary Kay, those are affiliate programs that you pay for, because you have to pay in order to, like, they'll give you products, they'll set up a website for you, things like that. I'm all about starting out free or low cost. So there are a ton of free affiliate programs that you can start out with that would definitely give you the money that you want, depending on what it is that you're selling. So the best way, in my opinion, to start with an affiliate program is on Amazon affiliates or associates. And because Amazon is a trusted brand, and you are not touching product, you are not like shipping anything out, so all you're doing is promoting, then you get a commission. And that's why, in my opinion, affiliate programs are better than PPC or Google AdSense, because you're getting in essence, a flat rate or set commission per product. So you're not depending on high traffic. You're not depending on having to just like bombard people with ads, because it can be as simple as, like, maybe you have a consistent amount of like 10 people that come to your blog, and they love you and they love everything you have to say, and they love all your products, and they're consistently purchasing. So you don't need a ton of traffic, so that's why I like it for you to start like with that, because it'll give you a higher payout, and it's easy to set up, it's free. And again, Amazon is one of those trusted brands and companies. Other options for affiliate programs, things that I have used, there's a website called Commission Junction, which is cj.com. Then there's another one called clickbank.com. So Commission Junction and ClickBank are a little different from Amazon. Amazon obviously is just one company. These are Commission Junction and ClickBank. They're like middleman, I guess, or middlemen. Yeah. So what they do is, again, they hook up companies that are looking to advertise their products and services with bloggers. And there are many, many, many types of companies like this. So I'm just giving you two examples of ones that I've used. These are really popular. So what they do is, you can sign up for both, or actually for all of these, for free. Okay. Once you set up an account, what you're going to do is you're going to look up different companies. And they have so many, and they'll have brand names. So I'm going to give you an example. So let's say you blog about makeup and beauty. Okay. And let's say that MAC is one of your preferred makeup lines, cosmetic lines. So you want to become an affiliate for MAC. You use a lot of their products. You love them. So because you've been already promoting their products and services and you use them and you love them, you figure, hey, why not become an affiliate, and I'm promoting their products, but I'm also making a commission based on the referrals. I mean, it's only fair. So what you'll do is once you're signed up, you search the company. If they're on any of these websites, then you like if they offer an affiliate program, then you apply for the program and they'll review your application and they'll say, okay, we accept you, or no, we don't. So some companies can be very selective as far as choosing their affiliates, which it's just because they have a high standard. Like they don't want just anyone promoting their products and services. You might have to meet certain requirements. So that's why, again, you want to read the terms to make sure that these are things that you're going to be able to do. For the most part, the requirements are, I mean, you have to have content, of course. You have to have an actual blog set up, or website set up, and some companies may require more things, like maybe they require higher traffic or whatever the case is. But you just want to look up what the terms are. So the best thing about being an affiliate, well, aside from the commission, is that you control what you put on your website. You control the ads that are being displayed. So you can choose, like, as an affiliate, they give you all of the tools that you need to promote your the products and services. So they give you banner ads, they give you links, they give you all kinds of things. They tell you when there's discounts so you can promote. So let me just give you an example. So, like, for example, I'm an affiliate for this company called HostGator. This is the company that I use for my own websites when I buy domains, when I use it for my WordPress. And I love them, and they're cheap, and so I've mentioned them before. And I have an ad here because this is an ad that they've given me. This is one of the tools that they've given me as an affiliate for HostGator. Okay, so this is just one of the companies that I'm an affiliate with. As an affiliate, this is not a contract. This is not something where you're locked into anything. So it's very flexible. The only thing you want to be aware of is you want to make sure you abide by their rules as far as what's the do's and don'ts for their particular affiliate program. Okay, so because they're not all the same, some are a little bit more strict, so you want to make sure you read the terms first. So yes, I am an affiliate of HostGator, so that's one of the companies that I promote. So when I tell people, hey guys, this is the company, they're having a sale, I use them for my own domain, and I am also an affiliate. Whenever you're an affiliate of any program and you're displaying products and services on your blog, I suggest two things. The first thing is you want to make sure that these are products and services that are in alignment with your brand. So with your niche, with your blog topic, if your blog is related to, let's say, health and fitness, weight loss, then, the products and services should be in alignment with that. Obviously with HostGator, as an example, it's because it's for domains, it's for websites, so it's relevant in that, if you want to start your own blog and website, then this is a company you can use as an example. So you want to just make sure that these are products and services that you yourself have used, that you yourself agree with, that you like, that you love. Don't try to sell anything. Don't be fake about it. Don't try to sell things that you've never used in your life, because again, it will come off as fake. And if people find out, then it's kind of like you lose that integrity. Okay, so just use. It's best to promote products and services that you yourself are like love and are cool with and have used and have worked for you. Any type of affiliate program, any type of links and ads and anything you're promoting on behalf of someone else, you want to let your readers know that you are an affiliate of. Okay. Don't ever direct people to click on links and click on, oh, buy this, I've purchased it, without letting them know that you are making money off of it. I think for the most part, the online business blogger community, we're all clear on that, because it's just another way of honesty. And I think people love you more when, obviously they love you for your content, they love you for your personality and what you have to say, but then as an added like bonus, it's like, oh yeah, I'm being completely honest with you and telling you that, yes, if you do purchase this, I do get some money off of it because I am an affiliate. It's that simple, and it's just another way to just be honest with your readers. Um, so let me just give you an example. On my page, I don't have ads on this particular website. This is the one that's kind of like ad free. The only thing I have is a widget from Amazon because I am an associate with some of my books that I have written, and as well as some of my like inspirational books that I recommend. This is just one of the widgets I have that's offered by Amazon. So it's just as an example of like the types of displays that you can use for your affiliate programs. So I showed you this one. I'm trying to see. Let me see if I um, think I might have some here. So this was, as an example, this was a class that I took, and I became an affiliate for the class, and so this was one of the this star right here is one of the ads that they um, provided to the affiliates. And I think I have one more. Let me just make sure. Okay, Zazzle is another one that I have an affiliate account with. And so this is one of the ads that they provided me with. So every time somebody goes, when they click on this ad, for example, it directs them to Zazzle, but it's using my unique ID. Because as an affiliate, I get an ID, um, so that when people go, they're going based on my referral. Okay, it's just like when, like, let's say somebody, like, let's take it back old school. When, let's say, for the doctor's office, they tell you, okay, well, if you refer clients to us, we'll give you a discount on your next visit or something. Or dentists, I know dentists used to do that as well. So you get 10% off your next visit. So things like that. It's the same thing. You're just getting a referral. So when the friend you recommended to the dentist goes, they're like, oh, my friend Catherine referred me, and boom, you get the discount. So that's just kind of like to break it down what an affiliate program is. Um, so again, Commission Junction is an option. ClickBank is an option. And ClickBank even has PPC programs as well. So it's not just affiliate programs. So you can look into that if that's something you're considering. But Amazon is the easiest. It's free, and it's a trusted brand. So if you're not sure um where to start as far as being an affiliate, then I would suggest with Amazon, because I mean they have everything. They have books, they have music, they have movies, all kinds of things. So like let's say you're okay, perfect, a food blogger. You're a food blogger, and maybe there's a particular recipe book that you love that you're discussing in your post. So in your posts, you're going to say, this is the best, I created this recipe based on this book, which you can find on Amazon, and you just let people know, by the way, I'm an affiliate. Or maybe you purchased a camera which you love, and it takes really high quality pictures of the food, and you're displaying them on your blog, and you notice you get a lot of people asking you, like, which camera do you use? You have some great pictures. And so you say, okay, I use this type of camera, which you can find on Amazon. Because again, Amazon has everything. So I mean, for the most part. So even if you bought it at Best Buy, the camera, okay, it's the same camera, it's the same company, which you can find on Amazon. So just because you didn't buy it on Amazon doesn't mean you can't promote it as being sold on Amazon. Because you can say, I purchased it here for this amount, but I found it cheaper on Amazon. If you did, so you can do things like that. So that's how you would weave the your affiliate program advertisements within your posts. And again, you can just display them as well as standalone ads on your website. Okay. And oops. Let me just check in to see if anybody has any questions. Sorry, I saw you guys saw like a million screens. Okay. Okay. And then, okay, everything seems fine. I just wanted to check in, make sure. All right. Good, good, good. So let me go back to screen sharing. Okay. So the next, let me just take a little sip of coffee. So we're doing good on time. Good. So the next two options for monetizing your blog that I want to discuss are selling ad space and sponsored posts. So these two are options that, okay, well, let me just give you my point of view. In my point of view, my suggestion is you wait for companies to contact you when it comes to these two options. So let me just explain. So selling ad space is, just think of it as another way for advertisers to, they're pretty much asking you, can I pay you to post, to have ads on your website? Okay, that's all it is. And you will either get, well, actually for selling ad space, you get a flat rate, or it's kind of like you pay rent. So let's say a company approaches you, hey, I want you to display an ad on your website. I want it to be at the top of the page and I want it to be up there for 30 days and I'll give you $100. Okay, so that's what selling ad space is. So it's different from like AdSense or the PPC programs in that you're making more money because it's kind of like it's more upfront rather than waiting for someone to click on links and buy and purchase and commission. You're just getting a rate, kind of like paying rent to rent a space on your website. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, it's as simple as like let's say HostGator approached me and I wasn't an affiliate with them and they're like, we love your website, we love your brand, we would love to display an ad on your web page. We would love it if it could be in the top, towards the top of the page, and if you can have it up for 30 days and we'll give you $100. So it's that simple. So now there are companies that kind of offer like a classifieds kind of service where you can choose to say, hey guys, I am willing to sell space on my website for ads. So you can put yourself out there and you can promote that. I've seen also people, well, let me just go into sponsored posts so I can explain a little bit more. Sponsored post, think of it as selling ad space within a post. So for those of you who are not familiar with the terms that I'm using as posts, this is a post. So when you blog, every time you have a new topic or new, you're writing a new article, think of it as like a new article, then this would be the post. Okay. So a sponsored post is a company paying you, whether they're paying you with money or with goods or a combination of both, to create an ad. To create a post based on whatever, their terms are. So maybe they want you to try, okay, I'll give you an example. With my blog, let's say it's for health and fitness, weight loss. So let's say a company approached me about trying a weight loss product. Okay. They say, hey, we love your website. It's related to our product and service. We're a new company. We're looking to have bloggers promote our new weight loss product. Are you willing to try it and write a post about it? So it could be as simple as that. Or it could be something where they're like, okay, well, we will pay you to try this product and write a post about it. Okay. So again, with sponsored posts, this is another way for advertisers to get exposure for their products and services, and another way for you to make money. Now, the reason why I kind of have them highlighted is, or shaded, is because in my opinion, again, I firmly believe you should wait for companies to approach you with these two. Because you can put yourself out there. You can say, yes, I am willing to do sponsored posts. Yes, I am willing to sell ad space. But when you're the one putting yourself out there that you're willing, I feel like it kind of devalues your brand. It's kind of like you lose the power. So you don't have the power to negotiate and barter, in my opinion. Some people I've seen, so like, let's say with this particular Google AdSense block, let's say I took this out and put another block. I made my own picture and I put your ad here. I've seen people do that where they display vacancies on their website where they're willing to have ad space. So people see little vacancy signs like that, you know. I'm sorry, I don't have a visual reference right now, but think of it as like, I don't know if you guys have seen like billboard signs that are blank and they'll say like your ad here or call this number if you would like your ad displayed here. So it's the same thing. You're just putting it out there on your website, you know, in a kind of like a secret, not so secret way to do it. I think that would be preferable over you going on a website and announcing that you have ad space. Because again, I don't know, I just like it better. I think you have more control and are better able to negotiate a better rate when um, you are the one that's being approached. Because on some level, when they approach you first, it's kind of like they really want you. You know what I mean? It just kind of takes that air of desperation out of the equation. So basically, how it works is, you know, once you're in blogging, you're familiar with blogging, you're in it, you're posting content, you're out there on social media, and I'll give you a little suggestion as well as how you can also kind of entice companies to contact you. But so anyway, you're out there, you're promoting, you know, you're consistent. Um, then what's going to happen is companies will see you and trust and believe. Companies are out there scouting bloggers. You know, people think that, I mean, especially if you're not familiar with the blog world, trust and believe that people are looking for bloggers all the time, nonstop. So they scout different social media outlets for particular bloggers, depending on their brand and the niche, and if the blog relates to their particular product, and they will contact you. I've had people contact me, you know, and they'll say either we're willing to pay you this amount for an ad to be displayed, or they'll say, for example, we're willing to pay you to send out an email announcing an email to your subscribers announcing this particular sale, or they'll say we'll pay you for to write a post about this particular product. For the most part, let me just in parentheses for sponsored posts, most of the time you'll find that that companies will send you products over money when it, you know, they'll send you goods. So with sponsored posts, so another example could be, let's go back to the makeup example. So you have a makeup blog and it's about beauty and makeup, and you're out there, you're doing tutorials, and you're very visible, and you've been doing it for a while. So companies will contact you, especially like I find that a lot of new companies, like startups, you know, so let's say there's a new makeup line coming out and they say, hey, we would love it if you can try our products and we'll just send them to you. And you don't even need to do anything. Most of the time they just send you stuff, and it's in the hopes that you will write a post about it. Some take it a step further and they'll say, we'll send you products, and if you like them, then please let us know and we'll pay you to write a post about it. So, you know, again, with anything you decide to do, you want to read the terms. Okay, because it can get a little tricky with sponsored posts, because you want to make sure that you can always be honest. Okay, so you don't want someone to pay you for a good review on a product that sucks. Okay, so you always want to make sure you're familiar with the product. That's why it's great to test it out, to try it out. I've seen companies pay people to or they'll invite them to shows or like previews, things like that. So you know, it's more than just getting paid to write a post. You know, sponsored posts again could be as simple as someone is inviting you to something and you're just writing a post about it. And so again, you just want to be very clear before you decide to write a sponsored post. Because that's pretty much what it's kind of like another kind of affiliate program in a way. So you just want to be clear and you let people know, hey guys, this is a sponsored post. This company paid me, or this company gave me this to try, but I love it, or I mean, I hate it. Whatever the case is, you want to make sure that you can be honest when it comes to sponsored posts. So those are things that you want to be aware of before you decide to do it. But for the most part, I find, again, just to, you know, give you a background, companies are more willing to send goods for you to try before actually paying you to create a post on it. um, so yeah, my suggestion is with these two to not only be transparent with your readers, but and of course negotiate as far as what you think is best for you. So like maybe you're not willing to take money, but you're willing to try the goods out and leave a review, or you're willing to for the ad space, maybe the top of the page is not like, maybe you don't want them to have the ad here, but you wouldn't mind if it was like down here. You could negotiate with them. That's why I feel like when they are the ones to approach you, you have more control over the terms. All right. So, and again, this is all my opinion. These are all my suggestions to you, and just based on what I've experienced. All right. Now I'm gonna go into. Let me just see if I missed anything. Um. Okay, so let me just go over the tips for everything. So again, to start out free before you pay for any programs. All right. You need content. So don't start applying for affiliate programs and all kinds of things if you have no content. Because again, with a blog, it's all about the content. I mean, people are not gonna stick around if you have nothing. The biggest thing I can tell you is, I guess the most important thing as far as any of these monetization tactics, choose one. I shared with you guys, this is my first blog, that I bombarded my readers with all the ads that I put out there. And again, this is a what not to do. You don't want to do that because I see it as you're trying to hit multiple targets with one dart. I mean, you have a amount of people coming to your website. People don't stick around that much unless they're loyal readers and subscribers, which in the beginning you don't have. So when you're just bombarding people with ads, it's annoying. I mean, we don't like it ourselves. So I would suggest choosing one. And I will go into kind of like a nice suggestions to start, and I'll go into that in a minute. Don't promote products and services that you yourself are not familiar with, or if they're unrelated to your blog or brand. All right, because it's just confuses people. You want to make sure you review the terms of each program before you sign up for it, and you're sticking to the rules. And again, for selling ad space and sponsored posts, I highly recommend you waiting for companies to approach you. Oh, I mentioned, that's what I wanted to talk about. Ways to kind of entice companies to approach you. So one of the best ways to do this is, obviously, when it comes to companies that you love and they're related to your brand and your blog, I would suggest following them on Facebook, following them on Twitter, following them wherever they have a social media presence. And what you're going to do is, every time you're using their product, because again, or products or services, because you love them so much, you're going to post a picture. You're going to, I mean, you might have already mentioned them in a post, or you're showing pictures of yourself using these products and you're tagging them. So going back to, like, let's say the Mac example, like you're a makeup artist and you have a makeup blog, and so every time you're using a Mac product, you're mentioning them, and you're making sure, like, hey Mac, I'm using so and so eyeshadow, and you're liking their pictures, and you're just making yourself visible to the company. And trust me when I tell you, they will notice. They will notice. And that's when you're becoming more visible. You're putting yourself out there without being so like, hey, hire me to, or use my blog for ad space, or take me for a sponsored post. It's just you being you. I mean, if you love a product, I know I do this all the time. If I love a product or service, I usually, like, I follow the company. I like the company on Facebook. I follow them on Twitter. I want to know when they have discounts. If there's something I'm like totally obsessed with, I make sure to share with everyone and I tag them. So it's just another way for you to be visible to that particular company. So if there's one company that you really want to work with for your blog, then I would suggest making sure, like, reading up on their terms for becoming an affiliate. Some websites will have, if you scroll towards the bottom, let me give you an example actually. Let me see how I can. So VitaCost is one of the websites that that, or one of the companies that I would love to use for my Fat Fit blog, as an example. So what you can do is, this is just for an example. Usually, if you scroll towards the bottom of the page of any page, there's usually a little link that says affiliates. If they have an affiliate program, so you can check out the company of choice that maybe you love and you would love to become an affiliate of them. Maybe this is a company that you're always promoting and always referring people back to. So check out if they have an affiliate program. Usually they'll either indicate it on their own website. This is just an example for you, or you can go to one of the websites like ClickBank or Commission Junction, to see if the company is listed there, and you could apply for their affiliate program there. Okay, so or I'm sorry, or for their affiliate program, yes. But if you're looking to have them contact you for ads, like ad space or sponsored posts, then I would just say be visible in and letting them know that you love their products and services, you know. But again, once you're you're gonna see, once you build the momentum, that people, you will get, like, especially smaller startup companies contacting you for things. So you might be all excited in the beginning. Try to be selective when it comes to things. You don't want to have too many, you don't want to have a new post, a new sponsored post a day, because then basically you're just pimping out your blog, and you don't want to do that. Like, you want to make money from your blog, but you don't want to pimp it out. Okay. Um, so let me just go back to my little agenda. Okay. So my number one way to start is very clear, and it's my number one, I'm sorry, not my number one way to start. My number one way to build an online business from your blog is your own product and service. So if you already currently have a product or service that you are looking, and please hang on with me if you do not, because I have suggestions for you as well. But if you already have something that you sell, and you're incorporating a blog as part of your business, to showcase your items. I mentioned this to you guys in my first tutorial, the previous one, I mean, I'm sorry, the previous webinar. I mentioned to you guys about, actually, it's kind of weird, like, not looking at you. Okay, there we go. I'm like, I get distracted. So yes. Okay. So my number one way for you guys to build an online business from blogging is through your own products and services. When it's your product and service, obviously it's 100% commission. It's all you. You control the display, the ads, everything. So you are in full control. So one example is, let's say that you are a jewelry maker and you make handcrafted jewelry, okay? And you have a blog, and on your blog, because I in my previous webinar I spoke about the power of blogging for business. So even if you're a jewelry maker and you don't have a blog, you don't know how powerful it would be to incorporate a blog as part of your online presence, because with just a website, unless you're like a big name like Amazon, eBay, Macy's, when you're a startup company, you're new, you're trying to sell your product, having a standalone website where you're just displaying your jewelry, it's going to be hit or miss. People, it's like, okay, there's this product, but I don't know this person, I don't know if they're going to ship things on time, if, whatever the case is. So having a blog gives people the behind the scenes. So they're seeing pictures of you creating the products. They're seeing videos of you creating the products. They're seeing where you live. They're seeing how you are. They're getting to know you. They're seeing pictures of people using the products. They're seeing pictures of you selling stuff at a craft fair. Whatever the case is, but they get the behind the scenes. So when you're selling a product or service, again, it's the number one way to build your online business. And the best part is you don't need a ton of traffic to start. So if you are someone who, let me just share my screen so I can show you my little combo. So I have combos for you, whether you have a product or service or not. Present to everyone. Here we go. So this is my combo right here. And I just make sure to let you know you don't need a ton of traffic when you do have a ton your own product or service, because again, with Google AdSense, let's say maybe you have a million people. I mean, whatever. I'm just giving you a number. A million people coming to your website, or no, maybe not a million. That's a bad example. So you can have 100 people show up on your website in like an hour, let's say, and they may or may not click links. But either way, I mean, you're making like change, okay? Because I mean, it's based on the volume of clicks, so it's not necessarily the amount of people. You just need a lot of people consistently clicking. So it's like change. However, you have your own product or service. Maybe you don't have 100 people, but maybe you have 10, and out of those 10 you have 3 who actually purchase your product. You're making way more money with those 3 people than you do with 100 people clicking on links with Google AdSense. So that's what I mean by you don't need a ton of traffic, and why it's my number one way for building an online business from your blog. So my suggestions for you to start, if you are a blogger without your own product or service, which is okay, my suggestion is start with an affiliate program that you're familiar with. So again, going back to my little scale here, then the affiliate links would be kind of like in the middle. And I think it would be a great start for you, if you don't have your own product and service. Remember to keep them familiar with your brand and blog and things that you're used to. Okay. Now, even if you do not have a product or service, please be open to the idea that you can create something. Okay. Please do not limit yourself and your abilities. Everybody has skills, talents. Oh, sorry. This is where I want to talk to you guys face to face. Okay. Yes. Everybody has their own skills, talents, expertise, whatever the case is. We all have gifts. Okay. And you can for sure create products and services from your own gifts. Maybe you're not like a manual person, but I mean, maybe you can create a class online, or whatever the case is, you have something that can be created into a product or service that you can sell and create a business for yourself. So please be open to it. You don't have to know it now. It's absolutely fine. But I think if you're open to it, then the more you're doing it, you're going to notice like, oh, I can do this, or I can do that. Or you might have little light bulbs pop up in your head. So be open to it for the future. If you are a blogger with your own product and service, then, oh God, I don't even know if you guys got to see my combo. Let me show you really quickly. I am a visual person, so I like to make sure I show you guys and you get to see. If you are a blogger with your own product or service, then my combo is you selling your product and service. This is my dream combo right here. This is like the best thing. Your product and service along with a related affiliate program. Okay. So again, if you are a blogger with your own product and service, then my combo for you is your own product and service being the main focus on your website, plus a complementary, like an addition to a related affiliate program. So like let's think about this in terms of furniture. If your blog, your website is the room, then your product and service is the furniture. So you take up the bulk of the space. And then the related affiliate programs are the accents in the room. So they're like the pillows and things like that. So perfect. I'll give you an example. Let's go back to the jewelry example. So you sell handcrafted jewelry. You're selling this on your blog. And again, you're showing things like how you make it, where you sell it, blah, blah, blah. So that's the main focus. Okay. You're only focusing on your product and service. So please do not incorporate other products and services that are not related to what you're trying to do, because again, you're just going to confuse people. So keep this at the like 90% of the focus. Okay. The related affiliate program, this is just an additional stream of income that you can create for yourself. So this would be like the 10%. So what I mean by this is with the jewelry example, so again, the focus is jewelry, handcrafted jewelry that you're making yourself. So let's say you're an Amazon affiliate. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell people, okay, well, I'm selling this jewelry, but you know what? I use this particular wire cutter, it's metal jewelry. I use this particular wire cutter, which you can find on Amazon for $10. I use this particular camera to take pictures of the jewelry. I use these particular gems or beads that I bought that you could also find on Amazon. So that's why I say this is a related affiliate program. Because obviously, if it's a product or service that, like, it took you time, it took you other resources and tools to create, then maybe you want to highlight those tools that it took you to create that particular product and service. And that's why I say this is kind of like a 1-2 punch combo, where it's your product and service, but then you're just like, by the way, this is the tool that I might have used for it. Or maybe so let's go back to the jewelry making. So you have your own handcrafted jewelry. So a related affiliate program like item could be like, maybe, oh, I use this particular book, which you can find on Amazon, and it teaches you how to make your own jewelry. So it can be as simple as that, and it's not overwhelming people. It's just giving them like an extra, an extra option for you to be able to promote and create another stream of income for yourself. So that was my like 1-2 kind of combination for you guys. And let me just wrap it up because we're getting to the end. So yeah, so those are my suggestions for you guys as far as monetizing. These are the most popular ways to monetize. I gave you guys from lowest payout to highest payout. I let you guys know how to get started with all of them. You will pick and choose whatever you feel comfortable with, but I'm letting you know what I feel, in my opinion, my expertise, would be the most beneficial to you. I think especially for beginners, when you're first starting out, I mean, I was one of those, I didn't know which way to turn, and I just kind of bombarded people with everything. So I'm letting you guys know kind of like the easiest way to start out and an easier way in, and then weave these products and services within your post, within your content, within your brand. And then eventually the goal would be to branch out to have your own products and services to sell and promote. And that way you can kind of wean off the affiliate programs and such. And screen share again. So this is why, for example, and yes, I am doing my shameless plug, which is not really shameless. I mean, come on. So this is my website. I don't have ads. I only have my particular products and services here. I'm a writer. I've published books. So I highlight my books here in the little Amazon widget because they are available on Amazon. I highlight them in other areas. I have services that I provide and I offer, which, for your reference, just in case you're interested, I do have a Black Friday special right now on my guidance package, which is a 2-for-1. So you get 2 for the price of 1. And you can just click on the image and it'll show you the page where, it highlights what, the information and the actual special. The special is going to end on the second Tuesday, December 2nd at midnight Pacific. So basically, if you are interested in working with me one-on-one, and again, I do work with people who you're looking to start an online business, or you're a blogger who's looking to build a business from blogging, or you're a brick and mortar company looking to build a web presence. We can work together. You can go to my services page and check out my clarity sessions, where it's a complimentary 30-minute session with me. My guidance package is more hands-on. It's an hour working with me, and we can work together via Google Hangout, Skype, or phone. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on one problem of your choosing. And I have some topics, like maybe you don't know how to create a website. You don't know how to get started blogging. You don't know how to earn money from what you have to offer. Maybe you're having a hard time attracting the clients you want. Whatever the case is, we can work it out. And then after our meeting, I send you a summary of what was discussed, and I include an action plan and a checklist so I can kind of keep you accountable for the things you have to do, things you have to work on. So the best thing about this package is it's 2 meetings. So it's like we meet one time, you get a summary, you get a plan of action, you get a checklist. Then we can meet maybe a month later and we do a follow-up and the same thing. So you get, it's 2 hours, 2 action steps, 2 checklists, and you get a bonus, which I include a customized list of valuable resources for you to use for your business. So if you choose not to get the package from now, at least you know what the guidance package entails, and so you can, if you choose to get it at a later time, and so you can find the link to this promotion on my homepage when you click on the Black Friday special. For my other services, you can just click on my Say Yes to Success page, and it'll take you into everything that I have, that I offer, my other packages. Well, my services, I got a bunch of other products and stuff, but at least you get the glimpse of my services. But you at least can get an idea of the things that you can create. You know what I mean? Like I started out blogging, um, sharing. Well, let me stop sharing my screen. I started out sharing how to find free access to resources for people. This was back when I started blogging, was 2011. I've always loved to get free stuff. I mean, who doesn't, you know? But at the time, I was also pretty broke and unemployed. So I was all about finding access to free resources. And so I like to share that with people because it just kind of breaks my heart when people don't know the wealth of things that are available to them for free or low cost. So I started doing that. And then it kind of snowballed into writing, and then it snowballed into teaching, and then it's like this last latest up website, my catherineheraldo.com, is which you can find down here. No, wait, I can't find. Oh, there we go. um that's my, like, it's like my home for everything. I share my books, and I share, and it all goes back to entrepreneurs, support and solutions for entrepreneurs. And being an entrepreneur is more than just wanting to start a business. It's about you wanting to just have the best in life, and by best, I don't know, to me, and this is just me. I've never been comfortable with a job, with a 9 to 5. I've always felt trapped. There's always a part of me when I have a job. I mean, and I've been blessed with some great supervisors, with some great jobs. So it's not them, it's me. I just couldn't. I felt like a part of me was dying inside with every job, and I just couldn't explain it. And I didn't have words for it. And when I graduated college, everybody was like, "Well, you have a bachelor's and you have this and you studied this, so why aren't you doing that?" And I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I should settle. And that's the bottom line. I mean, I think that's what it means to be an entrepreneur. You're just not willing to settle, you know? And so our search with these different companies, these different businesses, these different ideas, it's all about looking for our purpose and looking for what it is that we love to do, finding our passion, and creating something that will support us financially, you know. And that's where the waters get a little choppy here and there, because, and that's why when I tell you that my transition wasn't overnight. It started when I first started my online business in 2010. And then from there, I learned different things. And that's why I'm able to share with you now everything I've learned since then. So I totally, my support and solutions for entrepreneurs is just, on the one hand, access to resources and like tangible things, tangible knowledge and information. And on the other hand, kind of like comfort and support in that I know what it's like. I know what it is to be there and to feel that like something is not sitting well with you, and something needs to be created, and it's just restless. And so I totally get it. And so I'm here for you. And you know there will be more of these webinars coming, and on a variety of topics, not necessarily just business related or money related. So feel free to come over to my website, check out my blog, subscribe to my email list if you'd like to, or I'm also on Facebook. I'll put all the links below in the description. And I don't know if anybody has any questions. If anybody would like to ask something in particular, you can use the chat box. I'll give you a minute if you do, and that way I can answer it. If you missed the webinar, because I am going to send a replay out to the people who did register for the webinar. After you watch this, if you think of any questions, just reply to, or I don't know if you could reply to the email. No, just contact me. My email address is info@catherineheraldo.com. And that way you can email me if you like, or I'll show you where my contact form is actually. Let me just share my screen with you one more time. So this is my homepage. If you go to my blog section and you click under advice for entrepreneurs, that's where you'll find my blog. So I have all kinds of things and goodies there. If you want to contact me directly, you can email me again, info@catherineheraldo.com, or the best way would be to contact me from the contact form here. So it's just contact me. Okay. And again, in this little top corner right here, I have my other, areas. And I mean, because sometimes I share things that are like on Instagram that I don't share on Facebook. So, and clearly on YouTube, it's one particular type of media, which is video. So I don't share that anywhere else. So, if you want to check that out as well. So if there are no questions, I thank you so much, guys. I did go over an hour, but it's okay. It's not too bad. Thank you guys again for being here, for checking this video out. If you're not here live, at least you're checking it out, and just for being with me, following me. And I don't mean that in a condescending kind of way or anything. It's just like that support system that I'm getting. It really feels good to have people that are, it's not just subscribing, it's also engaging, it's showing up, it's whatever it is, it just kind of shows me that you somehow connected with my message and what I had to say. So I really do appreciate that, because that actually, it just kind of like nourishes my soul, So anyway, thank you so much for coming, and I will be in touch, and hopefully before the new year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I wish you much success with your business endeavors. So have a great day. Bye.